Howdy do, everybody. Thanks for making my first video pretty successful. Today we're going to do a key ring of the frog on the leaf. Miss Julie at Pouring Your Heart Out just recently did this on a big scale. I have the big platter also, or plaque, excuse me. And I did it recently, and my girlfriend was over, and as soon as I had it done, she goes, "Thank you," and she took off with it. And I've got the Pearl X Carbon Black. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, but I got this at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you can get it online as well. But since it's not going to take that much, I'm just going to take just the slightest amount and mix it into that little dot of the UV resin, which is the BS resin from Amazon. Oh, knowing me, I'll knock that over. I better cover it up. So we'll take a little bit of that on the tip of that. First, let's get the little bitty hole, the little bitty eyeball spot right there. And then this one here. And if you hear some weird noises, they're doing construction right next door. So I can't really help that, but I'll try to pause as much as possible. I'm going to set that. It didn't need to be completely set, just to do a second little layer. We'll pop it in here for about a minute. My oven, as I call it. And while that was in, I just wiped up that little blob that I had there. Still have glitter on here from the other day. And I'm going to take the Intense Chameleon and Anaconda. I love this color. I told Marva about these a while ago because I do makeup, and I use these all the time for makeup. Eyeshadow switching sponge. And I'm glad to see that other people have started using them too, because it makes it so much easier. And you can wash these out too. But at $1.25, if you don't feel like it, then just get you a new one. Or I think they're 89 cents on Temu. So we're going to make the frog the Anaconda. You don't need much of this, that's for sure. It's very similar to the Intense Chameleon. This is super intense. You don't want to pop that and bend it too awfully much, because then the suction will come out. Pardon my growly sound. I'm going to go ahead and paint this with the Anaconda, and I'll be right back. So I got him cleaned up, and oh, I missed his front legs. I guess I didn't get him cleaned up, did I? Apparently, this frog only has 2 legs. So we're going to go ahead. Excuse me. I keep pausing because I have a cough now all of a sudden. We'll use a micro brush on the legs. Seems like you don't have any problems or coughs or anything until right before you get ready to start doing something where you need to talk a little bit. At least those little toes or there's not, but a couple. Now I went over just a little bit. This is a well-loved baby wipe. But I do keep them and dry them out and use them again. This just says alcohol ink on it. And I'll spray it on my desk and then wipe it on there. Wrap it around my little, alright, it's not a little, I have man hands. Wrap it around my finger and clean it off the edge. And apparently I'll clean it off the inside too. Make sure we got that back in there. We don't need a little hairlet. I like these micro brushes even after the fuzzy is off the end of it because it's perfect to get into the little holes because it's got such a point on it. I'll clean these off too. Just a little squirt of alcohol. My sister calls me frugal. I'm cheap. I'll use something as many times as I possibly can before I get rid of it. See, it's nice and cleanish. Okay, so from the green one, we have the gold and the green. And then from the blue box of the Intense Chameleons, we have the dark green, which I'm not going to use. I was going to put that in his eyes, but I'm not, because that's more of a purple with green hue. And fairy green. So we're going to mix it up with this flower here. I'm going to put the dark green in the veining. And then just sprinkle make it a variegated leaf. So and get powder everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and just, maybe not with that one. See what I mean? By how the tip of it's nice and pointy. You can use that for all sorts of things. Let me get another one right here. Now you could do the windy method. Well, I call it the windy from Toonfish, but other people are doing it too. Where you put it and you make a paint with it with the alcohol. But this is all going to be UV, and I'm just going down into these. If it gets everywhere, it's okay because it's going to be a variegated leaf. And a variegated leaf is got multiple colors in it anyway. So we're just going to take this and we're just going to stripe it up. Let me get this color done and I'll be right back. I just realized that instead of hitting pause on my camera, I keep stopping it. So now I have to splice a bunch of videos together. I'll get the hang of it eventually. Now I know it's everywhere on there, but that's okay because it'll help blend it, because whatever touches it first is the color that it stays. So that was the green. Let's go in with some of the fairy green, because I love my fairies. Get it out. I wish they made these in bigger pots, because these are so hard to handle. And I'm just tapping it here and there. Now we'll go in with that gold, which is actually kind of a greeny gold too, so it's that chameleon, that intense chameleon. So go around the little key ring hole there. And a little of this does definitely go a long way. This last color, I don't have to worry about where I put it or anything else, because the other colors are already laid down. And it's got different shades and tones and colors in it. Not that I mind green on green on green on green, because green is my favorite color. Because it is the color of the trees and the grass. Let's clean the brush off. Now with this being the Intense Chameleon, you don't need to put a black color in it. It'll still pick it up. So I'm going to do different layers of the UV. We'll get the frog done first. Up until the very top. And then I'll make a little bit of black to go over the frog to make him pop a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the UV light and we'll be right back. Okay, so I mixed up a little bit of the black like I did before, a little dot on the desk, on the paper, and now I'm just going to paint it right over the top of that frog. I can hear my big boy out there. He's so special. Oh, I didn't get any in that foot. It's okay. We'll put some of this in there. And if you make your own UV colored resin, just do it in thin layers and it'll cure. Don't pour like a whole bunch in there, because that's not going to cure. I got these paint brushes like these, I think at Michael's or somewhere like that, for on clearance rack or something like that. I don't remember really. Alright, we're going to cook these and we'll be right back. Okay, now that that's done, I did put a second layer of whatever I had left on the table on there. And from the back, I'm going to do it clear, but from the back that'll be a shadow, because the frog is on the top of the leaf. So in this case, I'm not going to sit here and squirt this out because it does hurt my hands. So I'm going to take the cap off and pour a layer. Not much. You do this in layers as well. Get it to go around. Get the bubbles out. Because you will see the bubbles from here. Looks like there's a little bit of gunkety gunk in there. Let's fish it out. It's just some dust. All right, let's cook this one, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other layer, and then we'll be back for the reveal. All right, now it's ready, and while I was doing that, I drilled a couple holes in these solid pearls with my electric drill. And we're going to put some screw eyes in there, and it's going to be a keychain. So I got this set. It has the screw eyes, the keychain, and the jump rings. It has the jump rings. Let's put them all over here because I'm going to need them over here. I can't get my hands to work today. Head and hands are not in sync. But I got this from Amazon. It comes in this cute little plastic container too. And I'll put the link below for this. Alright, it's out. And we're ready to go. On my last go around, I did go over just a little bit, but that's okay because we have the trusty Tim Holtz scissors. So we're going to pull this out. Oh, isn't he cute? He's adorable. And it's got all the colors in it. All right, let me get him trimmed up and I'll be right back. Okay, I got some tassels out too. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, but that's what he looks like from the back. I see a random piece of glitter in there, but hey, that's not going to matter, I don't think. That's the top, and it looks like a shadow from the back. So now we're going to get these jump rings put on here. I like bent nose pliers for this. Oh no, let's do the screw eyes first. So with the screw eyes, you can either use glue or I use UV resin. And I'll take the end of it and I'll put it in, because these things always drip. Well, let's maybe use a pair of pliers. Can't hold on to it. And I just roll it in that little drip that's right there, just to get enough on there. Stick it in the hole and screw it in. There you go. And then I'll pop it in my oven. Well, you know what I mean. The curing light. And then we'll do the other one. It doesn't take very much. I would pick a little bitty one, wouldn't I? Stick it in, twist it on. There you go. While I'm doing this part, now I got a big jump ring out just in case. I love the bent nose. They're my favorites. And I got these from Harbor Freight. But that goes in there perfectly, so I don't need the big one. And then we'll put it in the end. They come open already, so you don't have to open them. I'm just going to work it around here. Now twist it backwards and forwards until you can feel it moving or clicking each other. There it is. I can't really show you the sound because you can't see sound. You can always wipe that off with a little alcohol. It's still a little warm. Now, I don't know if I got a dark navy blue one out or almost a purple. It's more of an eggplant. And then the yellow, but I don't know if we're going to do those. These are done now. Going to put these on same way. Hook it through. I do it the second. Well, that was good, wasn't it? Everybody drops things, I'm sure. And I don't do it on the top one, the top link. I go the second link down. Sorry for the throat clearing. And it's on. Last one. And I'm not sure where these pearls came from. They didn't have a hole in them. I had to put the hole in them. And then we'll go down one more link. I want to say Dollar Tree, but I could be mistaken. And there we go. A cute little frog that took maybe 20 minutes to make. Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Comment if you are so inclined, and I do get back to people. I got quite a few comments this morning from my last video, which is my first video. There are some nostrils on there, but I'm not going to worry about doing the nostrils on it, but because his little eyes are so cute on there anyway. So with that being said, if you can make one person laugh or smile every day, then your day's been worthwhile. And I hope I made someone at least have a chuckle. From what I've been told already, my editing is pretty good. And I hope to keep that up. But with that being said, thank you guys and have a great day. And thanks for choosing Just Dragons and Dresses Craft Sortium.